Hello friends and happy Monday. I'm so glad you're here and I hope your week has started off nicely as we are now officially into the spring season. Who else besides me is so ready for it? It's actually my favorite time of year. Today we're going to be doing a little of this and a little of that, so I hope you enjoy it as I show you some things I've done decorating wise, as well as some things I'm planning on doing in my garden along with the purchases that I've made. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm showing you is a wreath that I purchased a couple of weeks ago at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. Now I usually don't purchase ready-made wreaths, but because this one is so pretty and with a little zhuzhing up, I can go right through spring, Easter, and summer depending on what I do to it. Plus the colors are perfect to go on my sage green front door. Okay guys, here it is, all hung up on my front door after I added some things that I already had in my stash to give it a sweet look for spring and Easter. I added the Happy Easter Bunny sign that was from TJ Maxx about 2 years ago for the center focal point. Then I added the green check ribbon and bow, some Dollar Tree Easter eggs, and the yellow butterfly is also from the Dollar Tree, and I love how bright and cheerful it is. This just goes to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to dress up your wreaths for each season. Just by changing out or adding a few things, it can make such a beautiful welcoming statement on your front door. Okay, up next, really quickly, I want to talk about the bunny floral arrangement that I showed you all in my last video. I forgot to add something to it before I finished the video, and I was so upset at myself for forgetting it. It's a small touch, but the perfect finishing touch, which you will all see in just a moment. And that finishing touch was this beautiful lavender butterfly from the Dollar Tree. See how lovely it is and how it further brings out the lavender flowers, the bow on the bunny's neck, and that dusty lavender egg there next to the pink one on the moss. I just love how that small $1.25 item makes such a fun and beautiful difference. It's the attention to small details that add so much to our designs and decor, don't they? And now let's take a look at my garden arbor that you're seeing here as it looks right now. I've been wanting to find just the right statue to go inside the arbor, and I've been looking for quite some time to find one similar to what I had in my old garden in California. Well, I found one this past weekend at America's Garden Art here in Houston, and I was so thrilled. She's the one on the left and is 50 inches tall by 16 inches wide, so she's the perfect fit and will look amazing under the arbor when my climbing roses grow all around and above her. But you know what? She's not going to stay looking like she is in the photo. I'm actually going to do a custom faux moss look on her using cement, a little paint, and a few other things. Here's a couple of photos here from Pinterest to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. My goal is to do just the right amount of moss, not too much, not too little, and have her look like she's been out in a French garden for a century. And here's a look back at my rose-covered arbor and statue that I had in my old garden in California at our previous home. This statue is almost identical to the one I purchased. And now for more fun stuff. When we were out at the nurseries and garden centers this past weekend, everyone was out and about gathering and getting flowers and plants for their gardens. Spring fever was definitely in the air. I found this gorgeous lavender crush climbing rose and I had to have her. Isn't she scrumptious? Then of course I grabbed this beautiful small hydrangea for my patio, and I love the color, so beautiful. And here I'm showing you my sweet peas that I have growing on this large tutor in my garden, and they smell amazing. And when the sweet peas are finished for the season in a few weeks, I will pull them out, and this is where I will plant that lavender crush climbing rose. It's going to be beautiful here. And the last thing I want to show you in my garden are these Gladiola bulbs that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, what the heck? What do I have to lose? They were 4 for $1.25. So I purchased them and planted them, and they are doing fantastic. Who knew? I bought pink ones as well as yellow ones for my garden. And this girl can hardly wait until they bloom. I wanted to show you all these fabulous birdhouses that one of the nurseries that we shopped at had in their boutique. They are amazing in person and very much done in the Mackenzie Childs style. These photos don't do them justice, and I apologize for that. I love the pink and black one. They're $98 each and just stunning. They, however, would need to be placed under a covered patio or portico for protection from the weather. Just love them. And lastly, I wanted to share this photo of my old kitchen peninsula in my previous home in California. Here I had it all decorated for Easter inside the cabinet. That kitchen remodel was such a labor of love, and I have just wonderful, fond memories of it that I will always cherish. All right, my sweet friends, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me as I shared plans for my garden and all the other fun things, as well as the brief stroll down memory lane in my old garden and kitchen peninsula. Before I go, I just want to remind you all to let your beautiful light shine brightly for the world to see. Our world needs good, kind, and beautiful souls like you. Until next time, you all, take care. Bye-bye.